Hi guys, a very good evening everyone. Welcome to the India's most comprehensive preparation platform, that is the BYJU'S Exam Prep. And just quickly in the beginning, confirm me whether the audio and video is everything clear at your end so that we can begin up this particular session. Right, and once again a very good evening to all. Keep joining the session. Right, so GATE examination is slowly approaching, and I was getting lot of queries from many of the students regarding a particular guidance at this particular point of time, because as the months keep on progressing, the students become a lot of more serious, at least most of the aspirants, I would say. Okay, and that's why I thought of floating up this session for you on this particular night. And it's approximately the 8 months for this particular examination. Okay, and you need to be really clear about, okay, what are the steps and the roadmap you're going to follow to ensure a best rank. See, worst case I tell rank under 100. Okay, but again, let me remind you about my journey, that my preparation tenure was 5 to 6 months and I got a single digit all India rank 9 in this examination. So I truly and I always believe that every aspirant seriously preparing for this, you have a lot of good time. To be very honest, you have a lot of good time. All right. So then let's get started with the session, guys. Just a moment. Yes, and that's what our target is. Let me also make the agenda slightly clear in the beginning. All right, the agenda of this particular session, what are the different elements that we should be talking about is the number one, the big query in the student's mind is that, are really the 8 months sufficient? Are really the 8 months sufficient? Already I think I gave the answer that I could get a single digit rank in this examination in a tenure of 5-6 preparation. The answer according to me is yes, definitely yes. Yes, definitely, Rajshi. We're going to talk about all these aspects. Okay, because of course if these are 8 months, for many of the students these are 8 months along parallelly with the college, we know that. Okay, so if they are sufficient, what is the breakup of that? If at all they are sufficient, so we need to be really strategic here and we need to break up, okay, so that part by part we can approach our target and the goals, right? Yes, Bharat, definitely you can, take all the guidance from here. Okay, and once we have the breakup of those 8 months, okay, what are the important matrices that you need to take here? What are the important steps? Complete detailed manner I should be presenting in front of you. That is the detailed roadmap for the preparation. Right. So this is what are the major highlights of this particular session. All right, and yes, I think most of you know that, but yeah, in case somebody new to this platform, this is Rakesh and I'll be today sharing with you the complete detailed 8 months roadmap to secure rank under 100. Also, if you have any more personal queries, if you want to connect with me separately, you can connect me on my Telegram channel, on my Telegram group, whose link is mentioned here. I shall also mention it to you in the comment box later on, right? Rajshri, the answer for that is partially. Okay, partially. Okay, well, yeah, 30-40% I took the guidance. Rest it was on self for me. Okay, now why it was only 30-40% guidance, that also has a different story, but we need not go into that right now. Right, just yes. Okay, so before I take up the next step, an important update for all the students that yes, if you want to really take a next step towards your success in the GATE examination. Okay, is there some audio lagging behind? I need to just rectify that once a second. Okay, is there some audio? Yes. Okay, so this Sunday you can get a chance to avail up to 90% scholarship on the GATE preparation programs, okay, of the BYJU'S Exam Prep. Okay, Sunday 12 PM on the BYJU'S Exam Prep app. And also guys, all your favorite, my favorite, Abhinav Sir, okay, MTech IIT Delhi, okay, more than 11 years of experience. This Tuesday 7:30 PM, that is, okay, on this 13th June Tuesday, he is going to give you a detailed idea, that is the 7 key factors that will transform an average student into the GATE topper. Join live. This is again on the BYJU'S Exam Prep app. Okay, now what is the outlook of most of the students here is they just look into the problems of this particular preparation, and the biggest problem that you might be facing, okay, that is the outlook. And what Many students believe that it's only 8 months. See, forget about my journey. Okay, I'll tell you several examples where students have done it, cracked this examination in a preparation 6-8 months. Yeah, maybe some prepare for 1 year also. Okay, but if you are again one of this having that particular outlook that it's yes 8 months to go and you're just really worried about that, and what you just keep doing is you just keep worrying. You don't take up the necessary matrix, you don't take up the necessary steps to prepare, but you just keep wondering about whether this 8 months is sufficient. Okay, after a few days you're going to find that now only 7 months are left. After a few more days you're going to find that only 6 months are left, and you just keep thinking. You don't have a plan, you don't have a strategy, and eventually you come up with not qualified in this particular examination, right? So if you feel that this is the problem for you, you have to change your outlook. And I think if we talk about the solution, of this particular area, the solution according to me is just that outlook. No, it's not 8 months. It's around 240 days. Think in that particular big picture. Think about a larger picture that yes, how these 240 days can really be beneficial for you. So it's around 240 days left, right? Can I spare? Now solution to it is, can I spare an average? I'm just telling average from this particular month, that is June, up to the February. So we know that the GATE exam is expected in the first 2 weekends of the February. So from June to the February, which is a gap of approximately 8 months, in this can I make up my preparation type of average 6 to 7? Average 6 to 7. Yes, we are going to talk about that as well. So I'm not telling you, it's not an exam where you think that you might have to start with, from the first day 12, 14, 15 hours of preparation. Even if you're just a beginner right now, if you're a fresher right now, you can have small targets. Maybe if you start giving 4 to 5 hours for the preparation also right now, okay, month by month increasing up, okay, going, yes, definitely when the last 2 months come up, you'll be pacing to 10 to 12 hours per day, or sometimes even more than that in the last 2 months. So even if you start with say 4.5, 5 hours, that much you can do. Itna to karna padega. This much is at least expected. Now that yes, you may be having college or you may be working professional, you may have XYZ schedules with you, but at least if you manage 4.5 hours per day right now in the beginning, maybe after 1 more month, okay, when it is July, you can just little bit pace up, maybe 4 to 5, then next month 5 to 6, gradually you have to go. Last 2 months, yes, definitely it will be on an average, to be honest, 10 to 12 hours that you must be honestly preparing. So if you take up the average of all this, it will easily come up to be 6, 7. It's not a very big challenge. I'm again repeating that. I'm not asking you that you have to go for rigorous 12 hours from the day one. Because if you be really very rigorous in your preparation from day one, maybe it's quite possible that many students will lose out the track within a week or 2 week time. So it's not necessary that initially you burden up, because it's a technical based examination. You need to be understanding concepts, so you need to be in your comfort zone in the beginning. Okay, now as I told you it is 80 months and we need to have a breakup of the 80 months. Okay, sorry, breakup of those 8 months, which I already told that the solution is not 8 months. The solution is thinking that it is 240 days, and let's break these 240 days actually. And if you talk about the breakage of these 240 days, okay, I'll say that even I'll start from a very big basic point. If you're a fresher as well, let's assume that you need to just take out the initial 5 to 6 days understanding this particular examination. Now understanding an examination have several elements. Okay, now why I'm telling you this understanding of the examination, because I felt that there are several students who keep on preparing. Okay, I found that there is a student already preparing the exam for 2 months, and then later on when I ask them, they don't know what exactly the syllabus, how many subjects, what is the distribution, what is the weightage, whether GATE is online exam, offline exam, what type of calculator allowed, how to use that. No, people are not aware about that. So why you're preparing blindly? Because maybe your friends are preparing, so you just take that path. Okay, it's the herd mentality not going to help you here. It is your own preparation skill, it is your own will that is going to help you here, and that is why, okay, understanding the exam, take out no need to start the concept from day one. Maybe take out 4 or 5 days or maximum weekdays time. Okay, understand the pattern, how the exam is conducted, when it is conducted, what is your particular branch syllabus, and not only knowing the syllabus, what is the weightage analysis. See, to be a topper, we are talking about securing rank under 100, and to be a topper, you definitely have to study all the subjects. I also studied all the subjects, then only I reached to the single digit rank. But But why the weightage analysis is important? Because there you will be finding in that analysis that there are some subjects which are having more consistently more weightage. So you have to practice more there, you have to go more deep there. Okay, there will be few subjects which have less weightage. Again, I repeat, you don't have to skip it up. Every single subject will matter. But if they have relatively less weightage, what you can do is, okay, maybe less practice there, or you can study that subjects at the later part. So that strategy need to be clear, ki what subjects are having more weightage. Okay, so pattern, syllabus, weightage, all this, understand the examination first of all. So approximately, I think in total 5 days is a very good time for you. You can do it in 2 to 3 days as well. But just to take a buffer, okay, I've given. Now let's talk about the next period, the real show. Okay, that you need to perform. Okay, and okay, out of this 240 days, the 5 days are gone here. I can say that the 180 days, okay, is going to be a real hard work time. And when I talk about the hard work for any competitive exam, be it GATE, ESE, ISRO, etc., okay, it's including all these 3 key elements. Okay, because hard work doesn't mean that many students, you know, what they have the philosophy is that, okay sir, we are following some particular classes, maybe you are following the live courses that is offered by BYJU'S, and you are thinking that you are doing the hard work maybe just by watching a class. No, that's not only the hard work. Okay, so just understanding and watching the class is not hard work. Understanding the concepts is the first step, but practice and test series, all these 3 elements really matter, and we are going to talk about them in detail. And then still, if you count upon, you'll be feeling that there is a particular gap still here. Okay, and that is approximately 2 months, or I call it as 55 days. Okay, that will complete up the total tenure of 240. So I've broken it into a gap of 55 plus of 180 plus the 55. Okay, and these 55 days are the last very important days where you'll be capitalizing your preparation. Now, one big mistake done by students is that they just keep on, maybe studying every time new subject, practicing new variety of question, keep solving the test series, one subject, second subject, third subject, and they are doing this till December, January, right? Eventually they realize that, oh, now GATE exam is so close and I don't have the time for revision, and because I'm not able to revise the first subject maybe which I studied 5-6 months back, I forgot. See, it's not that I have forgotten everything, but yet it's definitely deep down in my memory because I haven't touched it for a few months now or for a few days from now. Right? And if you are going to the exam without a proper revision plan, that means your entire preparation can even be, spoiled up. Okay, the efforts that you have put can be even spoiled up. Okay, so you need to really capitalize on your preparation. Okay, whatever hard work, whatever subjects you need to finish, you need to target in this particular 180 days only, and these will be sufficient. But it is very important, even if 100% is not completed here, I would say worst case, due to some particular problems, you could not cover up 100%, maybe you are at the 80% mark, still you can come up here and focus on this area more. Last 50-55 days, or worst case 45 days, is only for capitalizing whatever you have done. I expect you have done everything here, but again I repeat, if not 100%, if you have done 80%, 70%, whatever you have done here, it is very necessary that last you enter here. Because otherwise, whatever you keep doing here, on one side, it's like, on one side you're filling up a tank, but there is a leakage and you just keep forgetting the things. And when you keep forgetting the things, you're not able to apply them real time in the GATE examination hall. Okay, so whatever you do in this 80 days, you really need to have a revision plan and the mock test. I know there's a lot of time left for this revision. We talk about the solid revision plan in the last 2 months. So, definitely to guide you in these revision strategies and all, I'll come up, the team will come up with different sessions regarding to it. But just I'm telling you, this for a target that you need to leave this time with you. Then only have the time for revision. And one more thing in capitalizing is the mock test. Many students, okay, even if they give tests, maybe they are more focused on subject test or topic test, but the mock test, when I say mock test, it is the real online 3 hours test as per the GATE pattern, containing 65 questions, including technical and aptitude, everything. That is what I really mean by a mock test. Okay, that is what I really mean by a mock test. Okay, so when you sit for a 3-hour mock test, I'll tell you, it's not a very surprising thing, but I'll tell you, there are several students, once they start writing a mock test, they come to realize, oh, sir, I was not even able to sit on the computer screen for 3 hours because sir, habit nahi hai na. I'm not habitual to it. Sitting on a screen non-stop for 3 hours, I just got tired, I got headache, I got bored. There can be XYZ reasons which are unexplainable, and nobody is going to listen to that particular excuses. Okay, you can say I was not able to sit on the computer for 3 hours. Okay, so you need to adapt to it. Okay, so adapting to that 3 hours, continuously sitting, then managing in 3 hours, what is your speed, whether you are able to cover up 65 questions or not. Okay, how good are you on speed? And sometimes you may be good on speed, you may be able to cover 65 questions in maybe less than 3 hours, but in hurry-burry you have done lots of errors, so you're not able to score more, so accuracy is a problem. So this mock test is going to teach you everything. The speed, the accuracy, the time management, the patience of sitting on a computer screen, not offline paper, it is on a computer screen for 3 hours using the virtual calculator for GATE. Everything this is going to be taught up. So this capitalization is what most important part. Otherwise, whatever you prepare up to this point can be really spoiled away as well. Is that okay, guys? So just, this is a small breakup from my side. Okay, now when you come into this hard work part and including the capitalized part, summarizing this breakup, I say there are few important metrics. Of this preparation. Okay, so this 180 days map, I'm telling you, let's come to this one, hard work. Okay, right, 180, this is what very important. I hope this you all can do, because I'm not talking about this because the syllabus of different branches is different. Some of you may be electrical, some of you may be computer science or electronics or mechanical or civil, etc. Okay, so that you can search yourself on Google, or you can directly go to the IIT websites. Okay, right, but it's about this 180 days, and this 180 days, why I say 180 days is sufficient. I'll tell you, whatever your branch may be, you'll have around 10 to 12 subjects. Okay, this is mostly what for, whatever your branch may be, you'll be having 10 to 12 subjects, and I think approximately 15 days per subject on an average is sufficient to complete a subject. It's not necessary that continuously for 15 days you are studying one subject. That can be your choice. Okay, you may be clubbing 2 subjects at a time, you may be studying 2 subjects at a time, so it can be 30 days per 2 subjects. What I'm telling is average 15 days per subject is sufficient to cover it up. Okay, some subjects are lengthy, it may take 20-25 days also. Core subjects will take more time, say 20-25 days, but there are some smaller subjects also which can be covered in 5 to 6 days. So average 15 days per subject is a sufficient amount of time. So according to this calculation, dear, 12 into 15, 180 days can be really sufficient. And this leads to two conclusion that okay, if the 180 days, you have to go for parallel preparation and revision. So I told you clearly, many students believe that okay, watching the class is sufficient, but I told you no. Watching the class, revising the class immediately, that is what parallel is. Okay, revising that class at the end of the day, solving the questions from it, solving the PYQs of it. Okay, that makes it complete. Okay, and please make a target, as I told you, that capitalization last 55 days or 50 days or 60 days approximately is for revision and mock. So you have to have a target that you have to finish the syllabus by November. Okay, you have to finish the syllabus by November. That's the target should be. Now there are few key metrics in this preparation that you should never miss out. Okay, number 1, okay, let's talk about this in detail: the concepts, the practice, the test series, and the revision. Summarizing all the things that I have told you in the 180 days roadmap. Okay, these are 4 important ingredients or metrics of this particular preparation. Now when we come to the concepts, okay, the concept building part, okay, always believe, see, many students have a, why they are not able to qualify, I'll tell you, because they have a very formula based approach for this particular subject. Okay, they believe that taking up some formula, okay, and solving few particular previous questions, that's going to help you crack this examination. Okay, yes, Dave, it can be good idea. If you're facing trouble in that subject, you can go for Cedra Smith or Neiman Donald. Okay, so, but let me tell you, GATE, the examination, GATE 2024 is going to be conducted by ISC Bangalore. But yeah, we have been very clear in telling you that it's not only ISC Bangalore who is going to make the paper. The paper is made by ISC Bangalore as well as all the top 7 IITs who are the conducting body of the GATE examination. So when the paper is set by IITs and IITs, it has a very decent conceptual level. Questions are not repeated here. Most of the times, majority of the questions are newly framed questions. Now, who is able to adapt and who is able to solve a newly framed question? Who is good in the concept? So see, knowledge is the real power here. By knowledge, I definitely mean the concepts. The real power pack of this preparation is only and only the concept. Okay, if you think that you will just mug up some formula, solve some question, you are going to get a good rank. No, not at all. Okay, so definitely first focus is concept. Now from where to get the concept, that is a big question in the student's mind, whether they need to follow standard books or notes. Okay, like they was asking me, yes, for looking into the point that 8 months are left. Okay, if you had 1 year or 2 years, I would suggest you can go for reference book for each particular subject. But to be very honest, right now, studying a standard book for each and every subject right now would be difficult. You'll not find time, because you need to practice, you need to appear for subject test, mock test, test series, everything you need to do. You'll not find that much of time. Okay, so looking into the scenario right now, especially for GATE 24 aspirants, 8 months are left. So I think, okay, you should be preferring up notes if you have your class notes. Okay, watching the classes maybe of BYJU'S or any XYZ platform. If you don't have it, maybe maybe some of your friends will be having it. You can borrow them. It's a digital world right now. You can take them on the WhatsApp or on the Telegram or through the mail, and if you want, you can get the printouts of those. So I think notes, because the notes will be collection, of course, of the concepts from the best standard textbook. That is what you can rely on a good faculty, that the notes given by a good faculty in the class will be combination of the collection of the best concepts from the standard books. Also, those notes will contain lots of tricks, the easy way to solve the question, the quickest way, because I told you speed at the end is going to matter a lot. So what are those quickest ways, and etc. Everything is going to be concise in the notes. So I think looking into the time, it is notes. Yeah, if you have already started your preparation back some time and you are following standard books and you are at a good pace, you can continue. But if you are a fresher, only 8 months, especially for GATE 24, so you'll be finding little difficult to cover up everything by standard books. So notes can be preferable for you. One more reason, as I told you, for preference of notes is the added tricks, the shortcuts to find the question, to solve the question, that is going to help you. So if you're searching out, I think notes will be a good search for you. That's what I believe has been right now, looking into this situation, since it is the June month. But I again told you, one thing I just cleared you, that knowledge is power for this examination. Okay, the examination conducted by IITs and ISE, without concept, you can't think of being topper. You can't be topper by formula based approach here. Okay, so definitely concept and knowledge is the most important tool here. But okay, what if what if many students just keep on learning the concept? Maybe you have the best notes of the best faculties, or you have studied the best standard books, you have studied lots of standard book, but you have not really practiced. You miss out on everything. Practice is what going to make your preparation solid. Otherwise, however good your concepts may be, without practice, you will not be able to have the quickest approach. You will not be able to solve the 65 questions on time in the GATE exam hall. Okay, many students come out and tell, sir, paper was easy, I was able to know all the concepts and I was able to solve all the concepts, but sir, I could only solve 40-45 questions. If they would have given me 1.5 hours extra, I would have solved all 60-65 questions. I am that confident. But isn't it a foolish statement? Who is going to give you that 1.5 hours extra? It is just an argument. It is just an excuse. Everybody gets those 180 minutes and the 3 hours. Okay, so be realistic that you're going to get 3 hours, so you need to manage your speed accordingly. Okay, and for that, practice is the key area. Okay, right, practice is the most important area. Now for practice, what are the things suggested? Okay, number one source of practice will be again either standard book. If you are following, they are good source of practice, especially if you have the real good standard book. Now what are the good standard textbooks? Okay, like if I talk about the EC and EE branch, me and Ashu Jhangra sir already have made a video for you on the YouTube where you will be having that list of standard books. Okay, or if you don't want to go for video, you can just Google, or you can go to the BYJU'S app only. You'll get what is the list of standard books. Again, I don't want to say here because the name of the standard book depends on the subject depends on what branch you are into, so that you can search up on the app or on the Google as well what are the standard books. So if you're really following a good standard book of a subject, and if you solve the problems, at least the solved problems, you will find that the questions will be definitely motivated from those questions. Sometimes maybe directly copied that question. Okay, on the other side, in case if you are a BYJU'S user, BYJU'S student, you must be having the workbooks made by the BYJU'S team. We have a separate content team making these workbooks for you. Okay, which is a collection of fresh questions. These workbooks don't have any previous year questions. They contain the fresh questions which are motivated and researched through several best standard books. Okay, going through the format of best standard books, redesigning them, reframing them, lots of good questions on 3 different levels: easy, moderate, difficult. We call it as L1, L2 and L3, and all the 3 variety of questions of GATE, MCQ question, MSQ question, NAT, everything will be there. So if you have workbook, this is self-sufficient for practice. Okay, if you don't have these access to workbooks, then you can practice through standard book. This is the first element of practice. It is important. Many students only rely on the practice on PYQs. No, PYQs karna hai. This is a very important element. This is like a Bible to your preparation, I'll tell you. Okay, very important. But only PYQs cannot make you a topper. It can make you qualify the exam. PYQs can make you achieve 45-50 marks easily in the examination without much effort, easily. If you have studied the concepts one and if you solve PYQs of last 20 years, na, honestly, if you do this much also, na guys, 45-50 marks is in your pocket. Ask to any topper. It's not only my theory, but you can discuss it with any particular topper. Okay, but we are talking, we are trying to aim at topper. So only PYQs can't take you towards ranks, you know, like 100 or 50 or 20 or 10. You need to go through questions. Okay, at least the solved questions of standard books, or if you have workbooks, they'll be the best for you. Okay, now coming to PYQs, as I already told you, that make a target that you have sufficient time. Okay, at least 20, or if not 20, 15. At least 15 to 20 years questions of GATE. Okay, solve. I'll give you one more advice here. If you find time, okay, for the common subjects, like maths is a common subject for all branches, try solving PYQs of all branches. Okay, maybe you know, suppose if I talk about EC or electrical network theory. Okay, so if your branch is electrical, don't only solve electrical PYQs, take the easy PYQs from some of your friends, solve that also. That will give you a good variety of practice. See, minimum solve your branch. That is what minimum. Okay, itna karna hai. But over and above, if, that is a if condition, if you find time for common subjects, okay, like for mechanical, civil, strength of material is a common subject. So you can, you know, mechanical guys can also solve civil, civil can also solve mechanical. That is, I'm telling, but that is not 100% I tell, but that is suggestible. But solving 15-20 years PYQs of your own branch is mandatory. Please do not skip it up. Okay, I'm telling you, now 45-50 marks is in pocket only on this. But yeah, to solve up all good variety of question, to be a topper zone, you need to have the workbook or the standard book question practice as well. And the next area of practice, of course, it is a different topic to talk about. But you know, eventually when you're solving the test series, now test series includes three things: topic-wise test, subject-wise test, and mocks, as I told you. The importance of mocks I already explained you. But if I talk about topic wise and subject wise test, okay, topic wise means like chapter wise test. So when you are, you know, when you should do the topic wise test parallelly with the subject. Say for example, one chapter you have completed within a class. Okay, after completing that one chapter, okay, solve the workbook questions of that chapter, solve the PYQs of that chapter, and immediately write a topic wise test. Analyze how good you are in topic. Okay, similarly do this for second chapter, third chapter. Okay, so topic wise test is in parallel with your preparation. But you know, maybe you are studying a subject for 15-20 days in continuity, or sometimes even more. Okay, once the subject is completed, be it 20 days or 25 days or whatever it is very necessary to solve a subject wise test at the end. Subject wise test at the end. Okay, so that on the name of subject wise test, you will revise the entire subject once again, and also you will be able to analyze how good you are in that subject. Okay, how strong it is, or whether you are weak in that subject. Okay, so that accordingly you can keep a note. The subjects you are weak in, you will focus more in the revision cycle. Abhi to agla subject pe jana hai, but if you are weak in this previous subject, you will focus more in the second cycle, in the revision cycle. If you are strong, you can give less time in the revision cycle because you have already got a command on that subject. So that is why subject wise will be important. The importance of mocks that you have to solve in last 2 months, already I have spoken about that. Okay, so this test series, if I talk about this, you know, in a separate angle, about this test series, if I talk about them in a separate angle, how this test series is really important for you and what are the important things that this test series will help you. Okay, yes, number one, the test series, okay, be it topic test, subject test, or mock test. Okay, it is going to give you the idea of your strengths, and you need to really understand, first thing, to give you the boost, to give you the confidence that what are the things that are going well in your favor. Okay, okay, what are your good qualities or good subjects, you can take it that way. So you need to know your strength. Okay, so that, you know, it is always, you know, when you go to exam hall, maybe you know that 5-6 subjects you are really good at. Okay, so you may be searching those 5-6 subjects questions so as to score maximum in the beginning, so to gain momentum, so to gain the confidence. Okay, so you will come to know about your good areas, your strengths, but at the same time, very important, very important, इसमें कोई गलत बात नहीं है. You, everyone must know their weakness, then only you can improve. If you don't know, you are never going to improve. You are never going to improve. Okay, so you must know your weaknesses very clearly. You must know your weaknesses. Okay, where do you need to improve? Okay, what are the subjects, what are the topics especially you need to improve? Okay, and maybe you might have felt that, okay, whatever, while preparation, sometimes we feel that whatever we prepared is best, but when I go and give a test, I could not score well. Why? Because maybe whatever I studied is not sufficient, from wherever I'm practicing, that is not up to that level. So whatever resources you have, are they really good? Are they really adequate? If they are good, you should get good marks in the test mostly, na? Okay, you should get good marks in the test mostly. Okay, also, you'll try to develop opportunities through the test series. Okay, what eventually your goal? Maybe you wrote a first mock test, you got 40, but where you're aiming rank under 100. Okay, maybe you're targeting 70, 80 marks. Okay, so you'll come to know what are your goals and where you're standing right now, and if you're at 40, 45 marks right now, what can be improved to achieve that goal. So goal tracking is going to be very important. Okay, here, and then threats. Okay, you'll also, other than weaknesses, you'll also know what your threats are. Like, what are the blockers? So some students consistently keep doing calculation errors, silly mistakes, reading mistakes. Okay, lots of things. Okay, that become a threat. Although they may be conceptually good, but in hurry-burry, they are doing some unwilling, unknowing mistakes. Okay, and that is actually becoming a threat to them. They're not able to improve the marks. So you'll come to know what are the things, what are the blockers you are facing, so that you will focus more and more there in the next particular examination. Okay, and is there any factor which is outside your control? Okay, maybe it may be possible that out of 11, 12 subjects, one subject is really troubling you. I'm again telling you, don't skip it up. Okay, but you can then keep a target. Okay, this is one subject consistently troubling me. Okay, so I will not keep a 100% target in this subject, but at least 50-60% questions of that subject is done. I will call it as okay, because there's something which is going beyond my control. So unnecessary, don't take it on your ego and run behind that. Maybe because of that one particular subject, it should not be the case that you are spoiling your remaining 10, 11 subjects. So that you must know what your threats are and how to deal with them. So this is a very important analysis that can be taken out from the test series. That is why I call it as very much important. Now, always a question in the student's mind, as I was noticing earlier also, that sir, how many hours to study? I already told you this answer. Okay, this is just a repetition. Average 6-7. Maybe you can right now start with 4. Okay. Once the July comes, you can maybe increase it to 5. Okay. Next month, August, thoda aur peak up karo, 6 to 7. August, September, October, you can target 6 to 7. Okay. November, at least, August, September. Okay. August, you can target this much. November, 8 to 10 hours. Okay. December, January, 10 to 12 hours continuously, you have to keep a target. That's what. Okay. Averaging around 6 to 7 will be sufficient. Okay. But what is more important, maybe a student sometimes studies even 15 hours or 16 hours a day, but eventually, when for that student, one chapter not able to understand good, one particular test went bad, he will quit the preparation. Maybe stop the preparation for 5 days. Those 5 days are going to hurt you a lot. What is the important thing is not 4 or 5, not these numbers. These numbers are just to give you an idea. The actual target should be, the actual goal should be the target, how many questions you want to complete in a day. Okay, how many concepts you want to cover. Based on that, you can do the reverse calculation and calculate the number of hours. Okay, if you just sit on a screen for 12 hours and if you don't know what to do, then those 12 hours also waste. Okay, so main target is how many concepts or how many questions you need to cover in a particular day. Accordingly, you can decide. Okay, so the big trouble is not these numbers. Okay, the big thing is consistency. Consistency is the key to the preparation. I'm telling you, there will be bad days for you. Okay, and not only in terms of preparation, there may be days. Okay, you're unwell. Okay, your health is not good. Okay, you are somehow disturbed. Some college, bad day in college, assignment submit nahi hua, somebody told you this XYZ. There will be bad days with you. Okay, some family pressures will be there sometime. Okay, unknowingly some bad factors will be there. Okay, maybe because of 1 or 2 bad days, don't leave your preparation. And if you're really going through a tough time, maybe you can take a gap of 1 or 2 days. I'm not telling take a gap of 5 days. It's okay if 1 or 2 days you want to take a break from the preparation, take it up. So that once you come back after 1 or 2 days, you will really jump. Okay, that is what consistency is. Consistency, even some people know the definition of consistency wrong. What people think about consistency, every day, same amount of effort is consistency. No, you cannot give same amount of effort. Your preparation will always be a sinusoidal wave. Your preparation is always going to be sinusoidal. It cannot be flat line. you cannot study the same amount of hours every day. It will never be possible. It will be ups and downs. Okay, there will be good tests, there will be bad tests, there will be good subjects, there will be bad subjects. It will keep coming up. Okay, so consistency is not equal study every day. That is never consistency. Consistency is that even if when you reach this bad time, okay, again I repeat, bad time in terms of less marks in test, maybe because of a difficult subject, maybe health issue, maybe some college pressure, maybe some unavoidable family function, family pressure, XYZ, you had a bad time, you could not study. The consistency means, okay, maybe 1 or 2 days went back, I will take a deep breath, the next day I will jump back and reach here. If you are of that caliber, then you are consistent. Okay, that is what is the true meaning of consistency. That is what I believe. Right, so that is what is the key to the preparation. Okay, so never worry, this will, if you're consistent, this will automatically come. You don't have to think about this. You set your target of the completion of subjects and the questions. Okay, just be consistent. Also guys, it's a technology world. Okay, it's a digital world, it's a social media world, and the technology can be constructive as well as destructive, like especially like platform like YouTube. Okay, you can watch YouTube videos to build your GATE rank. You can watch YouTube videos to destroy your time, to kill your endless hours that you can never gain back. Okay, in one particular hour, maybe you could have solved 20-30 questions, but you wasted watching, YouTube shorts, Instagram reels, Facebook unnecessary videos, WhatsApp unnecessary groups. Okay, I suggest at least those like Facebook, and not only these, there will be several more things like maybe Snapchat or I don't know what exactly, I don't even remember also, but there are some apps which are totally of no use for student right now. Okay, I don't think Facebook you require, I don't think Instagram also you much require. Okay, right, because reels mein time waste na ho jaye. But yeah, YouTube you can keep in the mobile, but be really selective ki what channels to follow on YouTube. Only relevant to your GATE, only good channels relevant to your GATE preparation. WhatsApp, everybody has to keep. This is something you can't avoid, but don't be an unnecessary group, because all your official college groups or even the coaching classes group, everything will be here. So you need to have that. And there is one thing that you can have is Telegram, because that is a good platform for the discussion of doubts for students, interacting with your fellow students, interacting with faculties, getting the PDFs, notes. So Telegram also can be a good thing. So nothing is bad, but it's all about your cause, whether you want to use it constructively or whether you want to use it destructively. Okay, that's a message I want to tell you, because sometimes these apps can be a time killer for you. Okay, so if you are really a serious student, you should be able to optimize your usage. Okay, optimize your usage of these apps. I can't say you can minimize it. Okay, so maybe some people are watching 4 hours YouTube, but they are studying something really. Okay, that is what optimization is. So optimize your usage of these apps. That is what is watching 4 hours YouTube. That is what is actually more important. Okay, right. That is what is watching 4 hours YouTube. Correct. Okay. Yes, Siddharth, can you tell me what doubt exactly you have? I'm not able to see any of your doubt, right? Okay, now one question I have for the students right now. Okay, one question that I put for students right now. By chance, are you one of those who are facing any difficulty, any fear in this probability and distribution? Okay. Okay. Yes, Siddharth. Everything is important. Can you speak up what exactly your doubt is? Okay, because without posting your doubt, you are expecting somebody to reply your doubt. That's like again a foolish act. Okay, yes, if you are one of them, by chance having any fear, any doubts, any troubles in the chapter of probability and the distributions, okay, a big important announcement for you, okay, to assist you in this particular very important chapter, very important tool, because questions will be definitely coming up from there. Good questions keep coming up from this chapter, right? And if you really want to secure good marks in this, okay, analyzing all important areas of probability, I have a small important announcement for all of you that yes, okay, I bring to you special sessions on the YouTube. Okay, I bring to you special sessions on the YouTube to upskill your level, upskill yourself in probability and distributions, and this starts the Monday. This starts the coming Monday, 12th of June, okay, at 9 p.m. daily. Okay, the Monday 12th of June 9 p.m. daily. Okay, this is what is going to be the schedule. So in case all those who are interested in learning this probability distributions, okay, concepts, questions, everything, okay, you can join these classes, and this will be on the same YouTube channel where you're watching this. So in case you're not subscribed, you can subscribe it immediately so that you don't miss any of the classes. You get regular updates. So subscribe to the channel. And this is what is the schedule. Probability theorems like total probability theorem, Bayes theorem. Then we go to discrete random variables, the concept of PMF, mean, variance, the very important discrete distributions, binomial and Poisson distribution, continuous random variable, the PDF, mean, variance, everything will come up. Okay, normal distribution, the most important in the continuous random variable part. Normal distribution will again have a separate class. Oh, sorry, these dates are not corrected. It starts from 12th. Okay, next will be 13th, next will be 14th, next will be 15th, next will be 16th. Okay, daily at 9 p.m. This is the starting date. Okay, this starts from 12th June. Starts from 12th June at 9 p.m. Right? Starts from 12th June at the 9 p.m. Okay, that's it for this preparation strategy session from my side. Thank you all. And now let me take up, for the doubts that you have. Okay. Any of the extra doubts you have, again I'm telling you, to get more of your doubts clarified, you can follow me at this particular Telegram group. I shall share you the link also of my Telegram group. Just wait a moment. Wait, just give me a moment. Yeah, Dave, question practice will be definitely covered, and good that you have learned some concepts of probability earlier from me. Yes, this is the Telegram link. You can join to stay updated about sessions, to get the PDFs and for all those things, guys. Okay. Book like a test or solve one. Ajit, for PYQs, I think one question at a time is okay. It's okay. It's not necessary to solve it as a test for PYQs. Okay. PYQs are more for learning, because the questions are not going to repeat so that you solve it at a test. So I think one question at a time. Even I used to do that one question at a time pattern. Okay. So that can be sufficient for you, right? Okay, Dave. So that can be, yes. Cedra Smith, they will contain most of the topics. Yeah, for some you can maybe refer to Nieman Donald, or maybe you can find them on Google or YouTube. That will be sufficient, but it is covering at least majority of the topics in an easy and a good manner. Good means up to the gate level, and find gate questions directly motivated from the Cedra Smith concepts, right? So that is why I always suggest that book. Okay, or even if you take the advice of Sanjay Rathi sir, who deals in detail with analog, he'll be suggesting you that. X Gaming, see, any particular updates about the batch, you can directly get it from the app. I'm not aware about what batch right now and when does it start. Okay. Naveen, do you want, are you referring to EMT classes on YouTube? So X Gaming, you just go to the app, you'll get all the upcoming batches update very easily and in a very convenient manner. Okay, so I think that's it from my side for this particular session. Okay. Chalo guys. Okay, so see you in another session. Okay, for EMT YouTube, definitely whenever let this probability distributions be completed, and next subject maybe I'll try to plan up EMT, some special classes, practice classes. Right now I've recently taken some EMT classes on the app, on the BYJU'S app, but on YouTube I'll take up soon, maybe after this. Okay, hello guys, bye bye all, good night, thank you, stay safe and take care of yourself.